Hey, my name is Kazadi, and I'm here to let you know. Consistency, trying a bunch of new things all at once. I feel like it's good and bad to not give yourself a second to breathe, but I think it's necessary. Probably, there's so many areas. I don't know how to, I think growing as a person, probably emotionally, still feel like I have a ton of places to go with that. I'd say learning how to take care of myself, and then also going back to that is learning how to put your mask on first before helping out somebody else. And then just being around for family and loved ones and more. I think that's something I want to keep doing. I've recently started playing with this idea of a work-life integration. So being able to talk to your family about what's going on without having to do that hard separation. Talk to your friends about what's going on, involving them in your work a little bit, but still having that, not separation, but it's everybody understands where the boundaries are. I think there's something to that. But I think you just have to make time for what you care about. Previous question you asked. I guess it depends on your definition of success. What does successful mean? Successful could be, somebody being a great father. It could be just finishing the process of one piece. I think that there's different variations of success in my life. So I don't know. I wouldn't say I was unsuccessful. I think it's more about the process of working to feel like a success. I want to be a better reader. I want to be a better listener. I want to be a better executor and operator and come up with better ideas. So I would never say I'm successful in that, right? But I think that I'm working towards success, which could be success in falling in love with the process. As of today, biggest struggle, man. I'd say back to even some of the other questions you asked, finding time for myself and then finding time for people that I love, and just making sure that I'm there for as many people as I can be and at the right time. There's a lot of things I think that we didn't accomplish last year, and me specifically, that I think we wanted to. I didn't get to do as much art as I wanted to do last year, but that was because we were focusing so hard on nostalgia and noise and just making it into an art, music, and culture platform that I think we could be proud of. So just like everything, there's there's that dark side of the ambition to where you're losing something that you really wanted to do. Yeah, being a better reader, a little bit more involved outside of work. Just want to get more involved with the arts, more involved in music, and yeah, just be all around better partner, better brother, better son. So I think that's it. You could say you could lie and say it's not important for people to like you, but I think it is important. I think if you're not likable, then I think there's something that you probably got to look at yourself and be why do I keep rubbing people the wrong way? I think humans are social creatures at the end of the day, so we have to perform socially, and there has to be some form of acceptance from us and to others. So I don't know, I think being liked is important in that aspect. Probably not when it concerns opinions, much more of just how you move in the world. People say availability is the best ability. So I think that, some people are afraid of being too available. Other people are afraid of not being out there enough. So I think that there's an aspect of that can affect all parts of your life. Are you available as a partner? Are you available as a friend? Are you available as a, just a person that people can talk to? And then it's also are you making yourself too available for opportunities? And is that not enough discernment to say no. I think there is.
What do you think about for yourself?
Am I too available, or what do you mean?
Well, not available. Like, what's your take on your interaction?
Do I feel like I'm likable? I thought you were gonna let me circumvent the question. I would hope so. Well, yeah, I think like my big thing is I want to make a positive impact. That's what it's all about. So if that's what we're talking about when we mean do you hope people like you? Yeah, like I hope I'm making a positive impact on people's lives. But like kind of like what Mushashi said, is like think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. So I try not to think about myself too much, but try to think about what kind of impact is being left by what I do. I experience burnout every day, and it's caused by burning out every day. So I think it's just like, having a bunch of things on your plate. One of the ways that I avoid quote unquote burnout is balancing different projects. Like say like I'm not feeling very artistic today, I'm gonna work on something design wise, or I'm not feeling like I can design anything and I'm just like burnt from looking at the screen all day. I'm just gonna like try to find a really cool book or some inspiration or go to a museum, and it all ends up being like chasing the work and chasing that kind of like success, as what you said earlier. So I think it like burnout happens all the time. It's just about like, how long you stay burnt out. I mean, the longest I stay burnt out is probably 1.5 years. So that's like some serious burnout. But again, it's just balancing different projects. So I might touch a paintbrush 4 times a year, but it might be the best design year I had. And then the next year I might not look at a computer, but I painted 60 paintings that year. So it's like, I think there's that constant like dip and dive, but to say like I have to do something or else I feel like I'm unsuccessful. That's when I feel like I'm unsuccessful. And then I'm tired. So I got to find something that makes me feel a little bit more alive than I felt today. And I think motivation is just kind of fickle. I think relying on some sort of discipline, like I'm going to get up and do something, or I'm going to work on something. It doesn't matter if it's what I actually need to do today. A lot of the times it gets you to do the thing that you don't want to do. I mean, we do a lot of the same things. I think he lifts a lot more than I do right now, but I think it's still working out, still running, still painting, coming up with new ideas, trying new things. I think that he had a lot more fun doing it just because it was just for fun. But I think he always wanted to go a certain direction. So I think hopefully I'm in the direction he wanted to head. I think it's having a great organized group of people around me that can kind of viciously attack a goal. I think that's something that I see that's happened, and that is the football from SMU from like the 18 to 22, then immediately coming out and like working with University All-Stars in the collectibles, working with Rogers Healy on the investment side, and then working with guys like Rob Grass, Mikhail Onu on just like really attacking a goal and every day just grinding it out. Yeah. I mean, that was always the plan. It's just how I grew up. I wish I could say something like, oh, I never thought I would be like this, but I think that like my dad and my mom really were involved in what do you want to be, where do you want to go. They always told me like if you kind of have something or if you have a talent, it's your job to nurture it, and then you don't own it. Nothing you have is yours. So find the best way to give it away. Dude, I mean, like, I had 4 surgeries, like from my senior year of high school to when I played ball, broke my leg 7 times. So like football didn't really end up the way I wanted it to. But I think through that, I had more time to paint. I had more time to kind of read and check things out and just kind of look around and pay attention, and then also create like the plans that we're doing now. Like while I was in college, like we had a studio plan, which is what we're sitting in right now. I think I've had that since I was like 19, 20. So kind of just having the time to create an idea and put it on a shelf, and then find guys like that can help you accomplish what you want to do, and then also meet them in the middle for like what are their goals, what do they want to do. I think that is something that was disappointing, but you can kind of see how I think about things is that it turns into something that you want it to be anyway. So I don't ever try to stay disappointed for too long. You want the specific stuff. Yeah, you want the juice. Okay. I hope I have a family in 10 years. I'd say that's huge. Like, I hope it happens a little bit sooner, but definitely want that to be the case. Want the relationship to stay strong. Be cool to have some kids running around. I think it'd be great to have made enough money to be in a mentorship role, and just like give other like people the kids, like, not the kids, but give them the keys, give other people the keys to do what I hopefully have done in the next 10 years. Whether it's selling companies, selling a substantial amount of art, helping other people create their careers, working on great ads, or working with great brand partners and experiential design. I want to be able to just, tell other people, hey, this is how you do it. This is how it gets done. And then re-emphasizing the kid and the wife, and I don't know about the white picket fence, but something cool would do. Really cool crib, some nice furniture, and just being able to look up and be like, you know what, like, it's not that bad, having a good time. Keep going. You know what I mean? Like, I think job's not finished, ball up top, whatever they say. So it's just, I don't think you reach your peak until, you're 60. Like, I think there's like, you've got so much knowledge, and I hope that we've got enough energy to finish the plan. That's it. Same thing, hey, keep going. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that was a huge transition point in my life. So I would say, like, just stay consistent. Sometimes the goal is just a direction. It's not the end goal. I think it's okay to not be okay. And yeah, 1%. Make sure you're putting in your 10,000 hours, become a master of your craft, whatever you want to do. Because whatever you pick, that's what it is. And I got no doubt in my mind that he's going to be good at it. You look good without a haircut today. Yeah, all right, bro. Yeah, I hope that was something. I'm like, I usually don't answer questions like that. I was like, all right, cool. I haven't answered that in a minute.